Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. The other day I actually saw a video by Chase Amy and it kind of inspired me to do the same because you guys actually ask me a lot about items that you see, for example, on my Instagram feed. And sometimes your questions do concern items that, I posted like a year ago or 2 years ago even. Not all of these items I actually ended up keeping. So I decided to make one dedicated video about luxury items that I either returned, sold, or that I just not ended up buying, even though I may have talked about them quite a lot and showed them a lot here or over on my Instagram. So if you are actually new to this channel, welcome. My name is Evelyn. If you are into luxury fashion, luxury shopping, investment items, and purchasing and having fun with a luxury in a mindful way, and also listening to someone who has a very authentic and real opinion on those things, please make sure to subscribe and also head over to my Instagram. Follow me over there if you want to have some more outfit inspiration, shopping, and daily content. So the first item that I want to talk about that I actually got asked quite a lot of questions about is the Bottega mini pouch. I actually ordered the Bottega mini pouch, which has a crossbody leather strap, and that is very, very small, from My Theresa, I think last year. By that time, the whole Bottega trend was like just starting, just kicking off. Everyone was crazy about those pouches. And also by that time, none of the other bags that are like now also added to the hype had been around. So the only new crazy hyped Bottega bags that were out there were the classic pouch and the mini pouch. I did order the mini pouch in this beautiful, oh my god, what the hell is going on with this hair? Can someone please help me and give me a tip how to manage baby hair? It's driving me insane. Where was I? I ordered the mini pouch because I was skeptical about the large pouch, as the large pouch does not come with any kind of strap. So I thought to myself, let's try out the mini pouch. It does look super cute and it does have the crossbody option. So I ordered it in this beautiful camel tone. I loved the leather, I loved the craftsmanship. However, this bag, first of all, looks way too small on my body frame. Like, I'm a tallish kind of person. I'm 1.74 meters. I'm not like super petite or anything like that. So for me personally, the bag just looked very small, very flimsy, and I even had the impression that it made me look bigger because it was so small. So it didn't really look like a mini bag. It just looked like a small leather good or something, like a wallet. And I also have to add that I was a little skeptical about the longevity of the attachment and the way that the crossbody strap is attached to the bag, because I thought to myself, wow, when I do wear my wallet and my phone and all those kinds of things in this bag, it does get quite heavy for the fact that it has a very, very thin and tiny attachment to the strap. So I was a little worried about how long that strap would actually, hold. So yeah, those were the reasons why I ended up returning the bag, even though the look of it was so beautiful. For me, it just always irritates me. It's always a bag that I look at and it is beautiful, but once I try it on, it's kind of underwhelming. I actually just tried on this bag the other day in like one of the new seasonal colors, in this beautiful lilac color. And it was the same. I look at it, it is so cute, it is so beautiful, so pouchy. And then I try it on and I'm just super underwhelmed because I feel like the bag is too small for me. And while we are at Bottega Veneta, let's talk about my large black pouch. So I actually hauled this bag, I think it was November last year. I will insert the link to that video somewhere on the screen. And yes, I get a lot of questions about this bag. A lot of people ask me how this bag like holds up and things like that. And honestly, I sold it. And it's not that I didn't enjoy wearing it per se. I actually wore it a lot in the short time that I actually owned it. If you know me, if you know this channel, I am very, very strict when it comes to luxury items and selling versus keeping them. Once I find out that a specific item that was very pricey does not work for me, I tend to sell it quite quickly, because first of all, with those kinds of bags, the faster you sell them, why they are still trending, the more money you will get back. And second of all, I just don't like my money to sit there on a shelf with an item that I never wear. I loved to wear the bag. I would have loved to wear the bag even more often, but because of the fact that it didn't have a shoulder strap or any kind of, attachment that was additional to just having to grab it like a clutch, it was just growing more and more annoying to me. And there were a couple of occasions where I really intended to take the bag with me, but I couldn't because I didn't know what to do with it. For example, I went on a day trip to Munich to visit a couple of friends, and I would have loved to take that bag with me, but I thought, no, of course I would not wear this bag for a whole day, like here or here, Even in restaurants when I was wearing this bag, I was always like, okay, so where do I put this bag now? Do I put it on the table? No, I can't really put it on the table because it's huge and there's not always a second chair nearby. Then I can't really put it on my lap because again, it's quite huge and I feel like I'm having like a dog sitting on my lap. I don't know, it was just irritating. Those like small irritating moments occurred quite often, and the more frequent they occurred, the more I was set off by owning this bag, and I ended up selling it. I also have to admit that at this point I am a little bit over the whole Bottega Veneta, like the new Bottega trend. I think the way that they throw out new products, new shoes, new designs of bags all the time is quite frustrating, because at least for someone like me, I don't buy new bags like that. Maybe buy like 1 or 2 bags per year, and buying a bag and then seeing like a newer version or a more current design approach of it so soon, it just makes you feel like your bag is very outdated very, very quickly, and that is just something that I don't like, because I want bags that are fabulous for as long as possible. The third bag that I hauled on this channel that I get a lot of questions about is the Saint Laurent Lulu bag. So I got the medium-sized Saint Laurent Lulu bag in black leather and in silver hardware, I think also at the beginning of last year, like 1.5 years ago. And I did end up returning it to just get that out of the way. It is a fabulous bag. There was nothing wrong with the quality or anything like that. By that time, I just felt like, you know what, I don't need another crossbody black bag, because if you already know me, if you know my bag collection, I will insert it here. My bag collection is very, very minimal, very classic, very black. And that is why I, at the end, did return it, because I did want to put the money in another bag that is a little bit more different and specific and special. So I thought to myself, you know what, maybe I will get the Lulu bag some other day in another color, maybe also more in the golden hardware, because I'm just like more of a gold hardware kind of person, if you can tell. And yeah, so I did not keep this bag. I still think it is a beautiful bag. It is super versatile because you can wear the chain in so many different ways. It's incredible how spacious this bag is. I think even the toy and the small size are so spacious, it's amazing. And I think that with this bag you actually get great value for the price that it is, still being under the 2,000 euro or maybe even dollar mark. So yeah, didn't keep that one, but not because of the bag. It was just because of my very personal shopping decision that I want to invest the money in something else. The last bag that I would like to talk about, and it is a bag that I talked about so much on my Instagram. I tried it on several times in several designs, several colorways, and oftentimes some of you commented and wrote me in the DMs, did you get it? Did you get it? And no, I did not get it. By now, I think all of you will know. And it is the Dior book tote. And I have to admit that as much as I love the design and as much as I love to look at it, this bag at the end of the day is not as practical as it appears, at least in my humble opinion. First of all, this bag only has these 2 short handles. It does not have a longer strap to wear it on one shoulder at least. And these handles are also too short to actually wear it like right under your shoulder. This is one of the big points that always do hold me back from buying this bag. It's a big bag, it's supposed to hold a lot of stuff, and if I imagine holding like 2 or 3 kilos of stuff in my hand, it just gets heavy very quickly, and I don't really see myself doing that on a, you know, regular base. And the second reason is the fact that it, first of all, does not have any interior whatsoever, and also the bag is always open. If you compare this bag to, let's say, the Chanel Deauville tote, the Chanel Deauville tote, it does have like a little magnet closure, which is already such a plus. Also, the Deauville bag is softer. The material, the canvas is way softer, so that it just can be folded, you know, in a way that it's closed. Whereas the Dior book tote, it's so stiff, it's so constructed in this like square shape. It does not change its shape whatsoever. You can of course think about, you know, adding a twilly, tying those two handles together when you want the bag to be closed, but you know, that's a hassle. Yeah, that was a big minus too, because there's like, because you are wearing a bag that is basically always open and that anyone can get their hands into, and I just don't find it very secure, and I also don't find it very appealing if you have a bag that is constantly open and everyone can stare right into it, you know. Regarding the material, the canvas, I'm actually not worried about whatsoever, because that for me is one of the biggest pluses of the bag. The canvas that they do, especially the oblique, the design of the monogram is like almost 3D. There are a lot of colors going on this bag. You have like off-white, you have beige, you have blue, you have the dark blue. And I think even if you get a little bit of staining or discoloration, let's say at the edges or basically anywhere, you will most likely not see it unless, of course, you spill a whole cup of coffee on the bag, like, duh. But other than that, if you think of like daily wear and tear, I think that this bag is actually quite durable, or let's say not the bag, but like the Dior oblique canvas in general. So guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this list of items that I unfortunately did not keep or get. If you have any personal experience with items that for you do also fall into that category, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I love to read through your comments. I think it's a great opportunity to just share all of our personal experiences here in this little space in the internet. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!